Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here it is time for the grand finals here live in Dallas, Texas for the ESEA season number 15 between this time, surprisingly, at least in my opinion, iBUYPOWER versus Titan Esports. I'm Van Silly. Along with me is Dunn. We're getting ready for today's match, the grand finals, and it's going to be an exciting series. Now, I just want to reflect back here on the last series. I know you guys talked about it a bit between you and Justin. I wasn't expecting this at all from iBUYPOWER, but what I like about it, as much as I love the complexity, boys, is that iBUYPOWER has finally proven a point and also gotten sweet revenge against complexity as well. I mean, a lot of people have been doubting the way iBUYPOWER have been playing in the past, especially online, because online, of course, these guys usually have amazing records throughout the season, but when it comes to DreamHack, when it comes to other international events that they've competed in, it was always the excuse from Todd Anger saying, we fell short. And, you know, that's not an excuse for the audience that actually follows these types of organization where you expect them to play so well in the international scene with the experience that you've had in the past in Go and Source. You don't expect them to get dominated right now later on in the season of CSGO. So I got to give mad props to iBUYPOWER, definitely showing that they're a North American contender, but now that first step is done. The next step is to see can they give the run for their money against Titan Esports, because they're actually playing for $20,000 for first place, and second place is only $8,000. So at least they're guaranteeing that $8,000, but it comes down to that extra $12,000 that they could get if they actually beat Titan Esports. And a lot of people are wondering, can they do it? It's going to be tough. We're having the same series as before. We're about to go live here. The same matchup as well. First step is going to be on Season. Second one is going to be on Dust 2. Third one is going to be the tiebreaker on Nuke. They won against Titan Esports yesterday, 16-13. Do you think they can repeat it again?
There's definitely a chance, especially after the hype from that first best of three today against Complexity. You take that same type of momentum into this matchup and face off against Titan. It changes things up quite a bit, as we'll see if they can continue that groove. You're going to have on the Terra side is going to be Titan, NBK, Scream, Shoxy, Existence, and Smith. They'll be setting up. Looks like they're going to start to try to work over here. Let's go and switch over here to Anger, who's watching close quarters here. He sees a cross now. He was going to toss out a smoke. Now he does. Finally pops it in that doorway, slowing things down. He does have Anger make that Adren, who's close by. They do take down Existence. Pushing in. Let's pop back on the X-ray there for you. And so now you can see that they're going to start to be able to push over there towards that area. You have a Adren who's going to hold down here inside the site. The bomb's going to try to get planted there by MBK. Bomb is now down inside of the A side. And it's going to be down to this 2-on-3. Skadoodle and Adren, both of which have USBs. And Skadoodle says, I don't care what's going on right now. I'm going to push on through. He will get taken down. And Adren runs out of ammo. And Titan pick up the first pistol round.
Yeah, on that round, they actually went for a three-man stack towards B for iBUYPOWER. Two guys playing default at A. Nobody really watching middle, which actually gave a chance for Shoxy to actually move up and watch towards the jail side and catch two people in the rotation as they're coming from B to A. So that actually gave the advantage for Titan to just move comfortably inside the A site without really looking for any flankers or expecting any flankers, and really focus on that turnpike in the upper side and get this round here for the French team of Titan Esports. Now let's move on to the second round. We're in the eyes of AZK. He's looking back towards the vent. Of course, it is a safe round for iBUYPOWER, going for a buy of pistols, at least, with P250s and 5.7s. We got full armor for 4 players except for AZK. Shoxy trying to creep up right now inside the A halls to see if anybody's pushing in aggressively from the horseshoe, but nothing there. Back to Existence. He looks and see that nobody's around towards the middle area, because you can see from that mini-map on the top left of your screen, we have a 5-man stack right now from iBUYPOWER. Inside the A-halls around Horseshoe. So Shoxy's going to have his money, his run for his money if he's going to try to come up this staircase.
He took the other path there and went through the door. He actually closed it.
But look at this. They're actually walking back towards the A site. They're actually going to run into the site from Catwalk.
Yeah, Smith's going to be on the flank too.
Yeah, they're going to expect this stack though, so let's see this trade. It's going to be a bloodbath coming into this. Can they hold it with their pistols? Daze gets dinked already, down to 11 HP. AZK though opens up onto Scream. We're looking back at Horseshoe. AZK with another one onto Existence. But here comes a retaliation from Team Titan, but the bomb is down inside the site. 28 seconds left on the clock. In the eyes of Skadoodle. Headshot onto NBK for his second one here, leaving Shoxy Shoxy, the last man standing on a 3 versus 1 situation. He's stuck inside the pit right now. Looking back on the top of the upper ramp and also towards Horseshoe. They're all still stacked there. He sees the first opponent. It's Daze. Daze falls back with 11 HP. He picks up the bomb, being shot out, peeks out, and Daze gets the frag, and they get the Eco Cobra hiss against Titan Esports, and the score is now 1-1.
Yeah, so they got also, not only did they pick up the round, they picked up an AK. They have now 2 Galils that they can work with. You're going to see them buy FAMASas here, and actually AZK decided to go ahead and pick up this M4. And so now we're going to see they're going to go ahead and try to do what they can here in this round. They're going to start to make an impact right out of the gates. It worked out for iBUYPOWER by getting that pistol round and stacking towards that site. They had that 3-man stack over there towards the A side. And let's go ahead and take a look at the setup now. You can see that you're going to have Anger going to watch that cross. And ABK just clearing out the jail side. Skadoodle watching that cross over there, and he's going to go ahead and fall back and regroup with Anger. And also Adren is over there towards that side. They've got a double stack over here on this staircase. And right now, let's go back over here. You can see Skadoodle. Skadoodle going to be watching here inside of mid, kind of helping out towards that jail side. Dazed is right there as well. Going to be watching the cross here. MBK has been spotted now. Going to start to be able to push up there. He's going to get challenged now. He's falling back, still being chased. Able to take down one back over here with Dazed. They're going to be battling back and forth here. And looks like they're going to chase after Dazed now.
Yep.
And that's still in this 2-on-1 battle here. It looks like he's going to have a teammate. That's going to be AZK. He's going to help out and pick up those last 2 kills. 2-1 now is going to be the score here in favor of iBUYPOWER.
Now that's communication right there. D is hiding around the corner, baiting his opponents, letting AZK rotate around from B as well to support him. Having rifles against pistols, they basically just went back to a default strat of a 2-1-2 split on the CT side for iBUYPOWER. 2 inside A, Skadoodle watching middle. Skadoodle also playing a bit more passively as soon as he saw a few guys. He heard a few footsteps towards middle as well. They went for a 5-man push at mid, and he just backed off and played the angles because they were hunting him down. And the Daze basically did the same thing as well, and it was just a well-executed round on the CT side here for iBUYPOWER, at least when it comes in terms of communication. Skadoodle already has an AWP in this 4th round. They did get a bomb plant on the 1st round for Titan Esports. No, actually, they didn't get a bomb plant, if I'm not mistaken, for Titan Esports yet. So that's why they're saving here for after they got eco. So a double save coming in for Titan Esports. The one with the deagle was NBK, dropped early in this round by Daze here from Jailside, who rotates back towards the CT spawn. As Smith is still crawling around here with Scream towards this middle area, try to battle against Skadoodle, who decides to fall back inside A. Meanwhile, we're going to get some action right now inside the A halls. Anger spotted one through the smoke, and that was Shoxy, forced to fall back, but he still manages to come out unscathed, still at 100 HP. He's going to be met up with Existence very soon, who's trying to creep up towards Catwalk. Meanwhile, we're going to see the action here with Skadoodle. Smith is about to move in, 35 HP only. He's waiting around the corner. He misses the offshot, forced to fall back now. He's going to see Existence as well on Catwalk. He's going to nade back, and he's going to be cornered by 2 people. Now he's forcing just the defense on the Turnpike side. Also, Scream is going to come in at the same time. Molly's going to hold things back. He looks back towards the pit, so he knows where the 3 members were. Make that only 1 member remaining as they all get dropped one by one. Anger on the rotation on the outside, should I say on the B side as well. A side, sorry, to get that kill. And let's see what they have to say now.
Yeah, okay. And then the horseshoe is like Turnpike into.
Hey, Kev.
This rolling. Let's go.
Fuck, I want to buy you an.
Alright, this is
I'm gonna buy you an auto
Get them
snipe.
nades
Drop
and
me your
smoke
gun.
mid, nades and smoke mid, please.
I got the smoke.
Yeah, being on the CT side, you know that they're going to sit there and just kind of think about, okay, hey, let's just make our things happen here. Just play your setups. And right now you're going to have an op there. AZK is actually going to have an auto sniper watching over here towards the upper side of B. Skadoodle's actually pushed all the way up here. He's got a good position here. The only player he needs to worry about is Smiths, and if we watched yesterday, Smiths was insane. Wrapping around, and jumping over the top. Now they both know where each other are at, and he actually spots another player there. That's going to be Existence, and he's just kind of toying with him. And he misses that shot there. Nade's coming over the top. He's going to have to fall back now. So let's go ahead and look here. You can see that Shoxy is really going to continue with this battle here with Anger. It's going to go back and forth between the two. Looks like they're going to decide to head over here towards this A-bomb site still. Let's go back over here to Skadoodle. He's going to get smoked off now. Going to rotate back around towards J-Hall. And really, the bomb has made its way over there towards mid. They have completely let that open. So let's switch back over here to Dazed. So now Dazed and AZK. AZK's actually pushed all the way up here. He's in a good spot. He's going to start tapping away there. Spotted MBK. He's going to go ahead and rotate now. That kind of gave the call out saying, hey, Dazed, I need your help. He phoned a friend, and Dazed is here. And Dazed will be able to finish him out there. And now, so let's go ahead and see. They're going to start to push in here towards this area, over towards jail side. Smith's able to take down one. There goes Existence into Skadoodle. And Scream going to get head dinked by Dazed. And now it's going to be left up to Anger. Bomb has been planted. Anger's got a kit and an AK. 4-on-1. He's going to look for some exits here, as he's just going to clear out the area. And they did a great job. I mean, as we look at it, there was an opening there.
Yeah. Anger's going to save this right now. While we leave that mini-map on, at the beginning, what happened at the round, they actually stack again 4 players on the A side for iBUYPOWER. They really relied on Skadoodle. Here, let's see Anger trying to save his gun. He does get the shot onto the roamer Shoxy, and he's going to be able to save it now. So they actually counted on Skadoodle, who pushed up on that catwalk. When he saw those 2 members at the T-choke, he just really wanted to try. They were counting on him landing a shot. If he actually died, they probably would have said the call, okay, let's rush towards A, and then they would run into a 3-man stack. But when nothing happened, it was kind of like a stale match. These guys started walking back towards the B side, which kind of left the last 2 members by themselves, and also gave a chance for Shoxy to just hide around that choke at the middle at the CT spawn to catch any rotators there. So they really have to try to communicate more and really hold this middle, because Shoxy is just going to roam around the whole area and pick him off. This round, though, it's going to be a 5-on-5 situation, still a full gun round for iBUYPOWER. We can see from that mini-map that we're split across here for Tiny Esports. But there you go. I was talking about that focus inside the middle area, and they tried to do it. Skadoodle pushed inside the vents, but missed that shot, and he's also very low. So this is a bad start here for iBUYPOWER, but Anger just around the corner right now, waiting to see if Shoxy's just around there at that doorway. The flash from the push out, so he's going to try to fall back inside the pit. Got flashed by his own teammate there, so a little bit of miscommunication or a misthrow by Skadoodle inside the A site to try to throw in. But it looks like these guys are slowly committing towards the A bomb side. Speaking about
Smart move
Esports
here. I just realized that Skadoodle dropped his AWP to a Dren, and Dren gave him up his M4.
So Anger gets the opening kill towards the inside A halls. Falls back towards the horseshoe as we are committing towards the catwalk for the remaining members of Tiny Esports, with 1 guy inside the A hall. So at least Anger is still watching. Now in the eyes of Skadoodle by the mortar. The sandbags on the top A ramp. Anger getting a shot inside, so they do get that flanker. Anger looking back towards horseshoe. His teammates get shot. Shoxy by Shoxy, and Smith's close range gets the off shot onto Anger. Now a 3-on-3. Bomb is planted, make that a 3-on-2. In the eyes of a Dren on the rotation on Turnpike. Headshotted by Smith, who's still on point with his AWP throughout the whole event. And Daze at this point is going to try to save this AWP for at least Skadoodle at middle the round after, or for a Dren, or even for AZK, because AZK also is comfortable using an auto sniper on the B side long range, as we've seen it a few rounds ago.
All right, let's go ahead and figure out, what kind of comms they've got going on here for Titan, and really determine what they might be able to do throughout this rest of the game. Of course, picking up 2 rounds in a row, make that now 3. So we'll see. Make that that is 3 rounds, so 3-2 right now.
Je peux aller le décal, sinon là par le couloir 1, le mec qui joue dans le U, enfin tu sais qui joue.
Non, bah là il est en mouvement quoi.
Par contre, il rush tout le temps les comptes
presque. Enfin, il rush middle tout le temps.
So they're talking about working towards that A bomb site. They were talking about Anger also playing towards that horseshoe. But this time they're also saying, yeah, he played it aggressively this time. So they know that he's shifting his position a bit towards that A bomb site hold. And now Smith gets the opening headshot onto Skadoodle, who's trying to pick towards that mid. And now again, it's going to be a full buy for iBUYPOWER. This should be low in the money situation right now. Yes, indeed. So they desperately need this round. If not, they will have to go on a save. And Titan right now creeping back towards the A site, Corey.
Yeah, so right now Daze is making the call, saying, okay, there was one player that was over there towards the jail side. They're actually going to be heading over there. We saw him fall back. You actually have Anger right here. He has his teammate, Dren, to be right there to help him out, but needs to rotate quickly if he really wants to help him, because he's in a really tough situation right now.
So by that call, they're going to really force Anger to look back towards the main catwalk before, and then have the roamer come in across. That's going to be Shoxy, but Anger still wins that fight. Bomb is now planted inside the A-bomb side, 4-on-4 situation. Up in the hands of a Dren, who's looking back towards the horseshoe. Nothing there. Back inside the site, it is clear. And He's trying to scout around. He's the one that has the eyes. Scream does get the headshot onto Daze as he misses the shot on that trade. Still trying to look back. At least connects to NBK. Connects then onto Scream as AZK takes down Smiths. 3-on-1 situation. They take down Existence as well as Anger moves in for the defuse. Plenty of time as he has a kit. And now it is 4-3 with iBUYPOWER taking the lead.
It was a good round there by Dren, able to hold that angle. Basically, what they were able to do, you had Anger who was over there by the horseshoe and just holding that angle the whole time. And then from there at the very end, you had Dren, though, watching his 6, so that way he can sit there and go directly into it. So as we're right there on board now with the Dren, see if he might be able to get this pick inside of mid. Skadoodle's right there with them. They actually had a double op pick, so maybe if Smiths could get that pick on one of the oppers, the secondary could pick off Smiths through that exchange and at least get a trade. That's a very expensive trade, but a trade nonetheless. And looking like, again, this is what we talked about before. They just giving up that mid area, and it really puts Daze into a tough spot there.
Yeah, Skadoodle spotted it first, and then after he's opting from spawn right now to see if Sharks is going to try to move up again. But really, it's like you said, it's very passive. Look at that. They have mid control. They could push towards jail as well, and nobody's really watching that area. Daze is just watching it from such a tight corner. He's going to spot feet. He's going to look for some backup as well, but he's not going to be able to get any frags.
Oh,
really
no, he caught the rail.
Yep.
He's going to go ahead and fall back. He's going to have AZK right there with him. And so we'll go ahead and switch over now. You're going to see now that the op is going to rotate. Now they've smoked off this area right here. Going to go ahead and tap away. Switching back over to AZK. He's going to get taken down. As right now we're on board here with Skadoodle over the top. He's getting shot at, but then finally going to get taken down. Now it's going to be left up to Adren. Adren now spotted one. He's going to go ahead and fall back. He's going to try to save, but actually Shock's going to be right there inside of mid. Nice shot by Adren. Going to try to pick up another one. He's going to get taken down by MBK. They're taking such a gamble on this map layout. The way that they're playing it, they've got 2 players that are going to be playing over here inside of A. Usually you're going to have Anger kind of watching this angle over here, and then you also have this over here going on. So let's listen here for a moment.
Ils sont faibles, ils sont faibles. Clairement, ils sont faibles, hein. Même si c'est obvious ce qu'on fait, ils sont super faibles.
Ils étaient trembés là quand même.
En gros,
Adil, Richard, flash pour nous.
So I couldn't hear really what they said at first, but all I heard was NBK saying they're weak, they're weak. So this is probably meaning how weak they are towards that middle to give that chance for that control for Titan Esports. This time it's a save round for iBUYPOWER. Stacking 3 guys towards the mid, 2 guys pushing towards B. NBK stops in both at B. We're in the eyes of Anger here on this 3 versus 1. Makes soon a 4 versus 1. He does get picked off by Smiths. And now Adren gonna try to solo peek as well, but he gets headshotted through the wall, and that was an easy round there for Titan.
I just want to take a moment here for just a second. You can see that the way that you have iBUYPOWER playing this one, they have Anger kind of watching over here in this region. They usually have a Dren that's going to be watching here through this cross point, and then you'll have Skadoodle, who's actually been playing extremely passive. They get that early start, and they try to watch the cross. But the issue is he really traditionally just kind of falls back into different positions and really giving up this whole area here. And Daze is playing further back as well. So they're just giving up this whole section right here whenever you get into the next 30 seconds. But this time they decided, hey, you know what? We have a flaw in our strat there, in our setup, and let's go ahead and start to push up there. You have Skadoodle's pushed all the way up there towards the vent, and Adren's made his way over here. They're going to go and actually smoke up the door at the right time. Right whenever they decide to open the door, they smoke it off.
Indeed, like you said, and we actually do not have any offers anymore as well for iBUYPOWER, but because they are low on money, you can see them all with small armor as well. So the cost of 600 instead of 1,000. Skadoodle actually pushed up towards the vent as well, a few flashes, but here comes the push from Titan Esports. Skadoodle playing the angle, spots him first, takes down Existence, breaks the vent, tries to run through. If he re-peeks, he's going to die here from Smith's op. Smart move here to fall back towards B side. As he re-peeks, though, Scream chases him down with the AK-47, evening the tally up on a 4 versus 4. Now Dave's falling back towards jail side. Again, mid-control comes in favor of Titan Esports, and looks like they are going to split towards this A-bomb site. We have 1 inside the A-halls. We have 1 getting ready to move up on Catwalk. We have the 2 guys closing in on Turnpike. So they're going to try to sell the fake from the outside first and flank from behind. But a nice smoke being thrown by iBUYPOWER before to prevent these guys from running through. Anger gets the kill, runs back towards bucket side, and here comes Titan trying to move in. Dren at Horseshoe. Now he's getting pushed in by NBK, gets the headshot with the M4, also being hunted down here by Smith, gets headshotted with the P250. A Scream clears out the A side by taking down Anger. Now Days on rotation at Turnpike, not waiting for his teammate. It's a one-on-one peek again. A big mistake there for iBUYPOWER, counting on their aim and their individual skill instead of communication like they should have done before. But now AZK could be the type of player to clutch this. He gets the first frag, moves back up on Horseshoe, flashes, and he turns around Scream. Scream still thought that he was inside the site. AZK is going to run back, and he does have a kit for the defuse, so he clutches that 2 versus 1 no matter what. So good job there for him to save iBUYPOWER, but they really have to work as a team for this retake. So we're going to tie things up now on a 5-5 score.
That was nice shooting by iBUYPOWER, but again, that setup is just, it has its flaws. The amount of time, not only the fact that they're playing so far, I mean, you've got these 2 players that are playing so deep in these positions, the time that it takes for them to rotate all the way around and get over here. Of course, I'm making it look a lot longer than it really is. To rotate all the way back around. I mean, it just...
It's a snake. We're playing snake.
It's a lifetime. And of course, the apple's right here. So, you know, they try to work their way all the way towards the other side. It just takes too long to rotate and help out your team. In the end, it's just waves. It's okay, guys, use hold as long as you can. Good try, is good effort. And now it's our turn to try to take over the site. And you're not working as a team, but really, hey, you rely on a Dren. He's been able to take out at least 3. Anger's going to say, all right, hey, I'll take that off. I appreciate that. Hey, take that and run away with it. And so now it's going to be left up to Existence.
Still inside the hallway as well, so a nice crossfire setup there. So you remember we were talking about the week. They were also talking about the way that Anger was playing towards that Horseshoe, and it was a nice counter coming in on that strat call by a Dren saying, you know what, I'm going to help you on that crossfire against Titan, as they're going to probably try to suppress or push aggressively towards that area as well. And Anger really didn't peek out when Dren was shooting him. He was basically baiting his teammate because nobody would check the left corner after, thinking that for the past 11 rounds, Anger was playing that spot by himself. Now, that crossfire did come in play in the end, and they got quick 4 kills at the beginning of the round. The Roamer couldn't do anything, stuck in a 5 versus 1 situation, and iBUYPOWER retakes the lead.
All right, now we're going to see something a little bit different here from Titan. It looks like they're going to go ahead and decide to go for an all-out rush over here towards this this B side. Skadoodle starting things off. He's up on the upper side, able to take down 1. He's going to get challenged here by MBK, and that's also Scream here in just a moment. See what Daze can do right now. Daze helping out his player there, tossing out some flashbangs, slowing things down. The bomb carriers are going to be coming in from the lower side. And they are completely smoked off. We haven't, I mean, we're seeing a late rotate happen here by iBUYPOWER. They haven't seen the bomb until just now. Here comes the rotate. Misses that quick scope, and now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. Anger is still over there inside of that bomb site, even though they saw a bomb on radar. And so finally, he's going to regroup. Again, the rotations are just taking so long. But hey, Dren's just playing a game of his life here all day long. He's been playing extremely well. And so he picks up that kill. Now the bomb is actually down inside of Pit. 35 seconds left here in the round, and it's going to be left up to Scream. Scream rotating back around. Spotted a Dren. Still going to check all of his different spots. He's going to get completely blinded. They know where he's at now. That's going to allow a Dren to reestablish his position, find a new ground here. And Scream's going to continue to try to peek out against him, and a Dren will finish things off. 7-5 now is the score here in favor of iBUYPOWER. Again, there's just really the reason why iBUYPOWER is winning right now, and it's just due to the fact that you know, they're just shooting extremely well.
You mentioned it here, Corey, that somebody like Anger still hasn't rotated across towards the B bomb site when the bomb was down at B, and that's one thing that I was talking about with their manager slash coach, Derek Impulsive, who's a veteran legend 1.6 player. He was saying, well, you know what? These guys are actually not really communicating too well. He always has to stand behind and scream, guys, the bomb is there, rotate, Anger, do something, come back, push forward, work with your team, play the bomb, because they're basically so focused into their own position and to watch their own angles that they're not really focusing on what's going on overall throughout the whole map. So he's got to be really the one behind them, kind of like holding their hand, babysitting them and telling, okay, go here, go there. Meanwhile, we do have Shoxy that tried to creep in by himself there inside the A bomb site, and they boosted up on that awning, as you could see, as they had the easy crossfire setup for the kill. But we have another kill towards middle, courtesy of Daze onto NBK. You can see from the mini-map right now as they're still trying to commit towards this middle area, but this stack seems to work quite well and catch Titan Esports off guard, but they are also on a save right now with no armors being purchased. So now in the eyes of Smith, pushing all the way towards CT spawn. They're going to try to wrap around high and low inside the A bomb site, and then also from the front end on Catwalk with Scream setting up right now, but they're going to face off on a 3 versus 3. Anger at Horseshoe, Skadoodle on that awning like we mentioned before. Anger spots Smith, headshots him with the AK, looks back towards Turnpike, and the one that's supporting them is Adren with the AWP at Horseshoe as well. Skadoodle sees that shot and sees his teammate op him down. Meanwhile, Existence at least did get the kill onto Anger, but a good save round there for iBUYPOWER, only losing 1 player.
I mean, I'm knocking on the overall teamwork of all 5 players from iBUYPOWER, but the site players, if you're talking about Adren and Anger, they're playing so well with each other. They're exchanging, they're communicating, and actually, for those of you that don't know how they're sitting, Anger actually sits right next to Adren. And then you have Sam or Dazed sitting right next to AZK. That's why they're kind of working together really well over there towards the B side. And then Skadoodle down at the very end. And maybe he's actually talking a little bit louder than he usually does whenever he's making some call-outs here.
So let's see what Anger is going to try to do now as they're setting up here with Skadoodle this time, actually, not with Adren. Adren's going to be offing towards middle. It's a smarter play right now to have the rifle support. Op shot miss. Oh, by Adren. He should have hit that. And then he pays the price because he gives away his position and Smith picks him off after as we push it aggressively for Titan. This time we're going to split all around the area, though. We're going to have 2 roamers to watch and catch the rotators, while we're going to have 3 men trying to commit inside the B bomb site, and it's all up to AZK to try to hold this by the generator at the bottom of the steps at the choke of B. He's gonna fight 1 versus 1 versus MK. Yep, he's gonna fall back now. Now just close range, it's gonna be Daze headshotted by Scream. Now on the rotation, there you go. That's what I mentioned before. They catch him. They also have a flanker there. Now it's a 4 versus 1, and look at that. Skadoodle is still inside A. So now he's going to probably look for some instant kills at this point. I don't think he's going to try to go for it yet. There you go. He's already holding at CT spawn. The bomb has been planted. The good news is that nobody is roaming around here to catch Skadoodle off guard. So he just got to play his angle from the exit kills to try to win this round.
Yeah, so iBUYPOWER gambled a little bit during that round. They had 4 players that are over there towards the A side. They were going to allow AZK to kind of hold that B bomb site. But even AZK was pushed up. He was pushed up all the way over there on that first entry towards B, and so what that did was that it allowed to have mid completely open. Actually, I come to think of it, there's only 3 players that were over there towards A, and actually Adren was the one that got picked inside of mid, so that's where that opening happened.
Yeah, and sorry, I didn't mean win the round, I meant save his gun here for Skadoodle. So let's listen in to the winning team.
Kev. I thought we were second 3.
I'm just gonna rotate into the drop.
Drop me a gun.
Drop me an auto set and I'll trade you.
There you go. Oh, I can.
Right now, iBUYPOWER leading 8-6 in his first half. It is going to be the last gun round of this map, or of this first half on the first map, sorry, and it's best out of 3. Potentially a best out of 6 here if iBUYPOWER comes back from the lower brackets and wins the first set. We're going to move down to another full set best out of 3 as Titan have battled it out on the upper bracket finals, defeating Complexity as well yesterday night.
So what they did there, AZK and Dazed pushed up there. That allowed them to kind of gain some pretty good ground there over there towards the B side, and allowing Dazed to get set up. Right now, Dazed is relying on the fact that Skadoodle should have been picking mid and kind of covering that vent area, but he wasn't. And so right now he can actually get caught in on the right side of those vents. He'll be pushing around. He'll keep on board here with Dazed as he falls back. And AZK, I apologize, Skadoodle falling back here towards the T-spawn. Here's that opening again.
Yep.
As Daze is trying to get some high ground to get that foot so you can see the feet of the Titan. And Smith tries to get that peek again. And so now they saw the cross. And Skadoodle going to be right there, getting that first quick shot there with the AWP, taking down Smith. That's a nice little execution there.
It was a quick shot versus quick shot there.
That's going to be Shoxy. And there goes one. And so that might draw some attention here. Back over here on the other side. They are just mixing things up, puck style right now. As they're going back and forth. The bomb will actually get planted over here. That will keep Adren over there for a little bit longer. And switch back over here to AZK. Down to a 2-on-3. quickly now should be rotating. Is it going to be a Drin in this final round? There's going to be a Scream right around the corner. He had the chance. He's going to be able to take him down. He actually ended up accidentally headshotted his teammate. Shock's going to be right there inside the site. Molly.
Nice
Nice
so
play.
Smart.
Wow,
Yeah.
great job there by Adrin at the end. He realized that he had it in his inventory, mollied out, and that forced him where he couldn't play there. And so right now you've got iBUYPOWER leading.